For this episode of Head to Head, we'll be pitting the Lib Tech Terrain Wrecker against the Jones Mountain Twin.
We're going to test these out in 3 different categories: carving, freeride, and freestyle, to help you determine which board might be the best for you.
Hey everyone, I'm Colby Henderson. I'm a snowboard expert at Curated.com.
Hey guys, I'm Franco DiRienzo, also a snowboard expert. We are here at Sunday River up in Newry, Maine.
Just so you guys know, we are not sponsored by any brands.
These are only our personal opinions. All our reviews are completely unbiased.
The Terrain Wrecker is an all-mountain freestyle snowboard from Lib Tech. It has a medium flex, a directional twin shape, magna traction edges, and their C2X profile. This is a super versatile board that you can ride anywhere on the resort.
The Jones Mountain Twin is Jones's all-mountain freestyle board. It features their blunt nose, 3D spoon in the nose and the tail, camrock profile, so rocker in the tip and the tail with camber underfoot, and their Traction Tech edges to give a little bit of extra hold on ice and those really slippery days.
All right, so the first topic we're going to talk about today is carving. What do you think of the Mountain Twin?
I found this board to be a pretty good carver. The Traction Tech obviously does a great job of keeping the extra edge on ice. It really initiates into the turn very easily because of that 3D nose. Very easy to get on edge. Once you do get on edge, you can set that edge and kind of hold it across the mountain. It holds pretty well. I did find the Terrain Wrecker to actually hold a little bit better and be a little bit more damp. What about you?
I agree with that. I think the turn initiation on the Mountain Twin was smoother, and then once you do get it on edge, it did hold a really good edge when the snow was good. In some of the icier spots, it definitely didn't perform as well as the Terrain Wrecker. The turn initiation on the Terrain Wrecker was a lot quicker. I mean, this thing gets on edge super fast, it locks in, and that magna traction just digs into any conditions out there.
They both do well at speed. I would say the Terrain Wrecker, because of the extra dampness, holds better at speed and is more confidence inspiring at speed. Once you're on edge, you feel a little bit more confident. The Mountain Twin, maybe it's the profile or a little bit of a, I want to say lighter board, not quite as damp. That softness in the nose, you do feel kind of the bumps in the road and a little bit of chatter when you really get cooking.
It's not unstable, it's just lively. You feel a little bit more with it. I will say though, we did get into some softer snow, some of the conditions on the sides of some of the trails, and this thing really came alive. Just super smooth turn initiation, edge to edge. Freestyle capabilities, what do you think of the Mountain Twin?
Pretty fun. I'm not much of a park rider. I do a little bit of, kind of ground freestyle stuff and butters. The 3D nose makes it pretty easy to butter. A lot more pop. I was able to kind of ollie this a little bit easier. One of the last runs we took, trying to throw 180s off everything I could with the Mountain Twin, and it was a blast.
I think you're right. I think the pop in the Mountain Twin was a lot more accessible. Like, it was right there. You didn't really have to load it up that much. You just kind of get back on it and it popped pretty well. The Terrain Wrecker has plenty of pop. It's just stiffer in the tips. Like, you really got to load it up. It takes more energy, but just like boosting off some rollers and stuff, if you load that tail up, you can get some good pop out of it. In terms of like plowing through chunder, powder performance, turning in the trees, my pick would be the Terrain Wrecker. I think it's just the more stable board to plow through that kind of stuff. I also think, even though this has the 3D shaping in the nose and tail, which is going to help with some float, I think the fact that this has that lower volume tail compared to the nose with a setback stance on this, I personally think the powder performance is going to be better than the Mountain Twin.
So this is where we're going to differentiate a little bit. For kind of all mountain freeride, doing a little bit of everything, the Mountain Twin fits my style a little bit more. I kind of like the softer nose. The 3D profile for me works really well. I really do feel like, for me personally, I can do kind of anything on this board. I don't think either of these boards are going to be the ideal thing for deep pow.
The steep and deep.
Especially for where we are here on the East Coast. This would be a board that I wouldn't hesitate to own, to have on the East Coast and take out west.
My overall pick, Since I don't ride a ton of freestyle, the Terrain Wrecker would be, I think, my go-to kind of East Coast resort board. It's going to do everything I personally want it to do.
And my pick is the Mountain Twin. Fits my style a little bit more. Not going to carve as well, but you know, once you're confident enough when you're riding, if you get it on edge, you can hold that edge. I do tend to like this cam rock profile a little bit more than the C2X. I like having the camber between my feet, a little bit more energy and a little bit more pop. To me, this is a perfect East Coast weapon to do anything, but again, I wouldn't hesitate to own this and go out west.
As you can see, snowboards work differently for different types of riders. If you have a question about which of these boards might work best for you, you can go to Curated.com and talk to either me or Franco or any of our other snowboard experts.
And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and go ahead and comment down below. Tell us which boards you'd like to see us pit head to head next.